Yeah, but something from welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it, bro. Because today we're talking about Crawford. Remember when I made the news that fucking excuse me. Remember I made the news when Keith Thurman was injured and Sebastian Fundora is stepping in. Well, we know the next challenger, whoever wins that matchup will face Terence Crawford. Yes, yes, yes. It is true. It is fucking true. I did say. Remember, he was meeting in Puerto Rico Saturday, Jake Paul and Minnesota fight to become mandatory for this fight, to become mandatory for Tszyu. And it turned out it's true. He's using his status to become mandatory for this fight. I got a lot of fucking questions. Number one, Chris E. Urban. Don't think I'm gonna let your bitch ass slide. Cause you posted on Instagram Crawford versus Chris Ubik, and I believed you, bro. I made a whole video about it. And were you just lying? I feel like he posted that to try and get that fight. Cause he know it's probably 100% it's the biggest paycheck and biggest fight he will be in, right? So obviously he was trying to get that fight. But why he posted that on your Instagram, leading people to believe that's actually happening? Next time we gotta understand, both people gotta post something, because the same thing happened with Ryan. Ryan posts him versus Rody. Rody didn't post shit. You know what Rody posted? Him versus Pitbull. But let's not talk about Ryan. We talk about Ryan too much. So Crawford, right? Moving up to 154, now 160. So I think that chase for that Canelo fight is officially that I think he's fighting like, okay, bro, Canelo's not gonna find me, fine. I'm just gonna try to become undisputed at 154. Like, why would he move to 154? He can definitely do it. I'm not saying he can't, and he's going to fight the biggest, baddest motherfucker 154. I don't think the Charlotte brothers are, but if you think so, it's either Charlotte brothers or Tszyu, right? So the fact that he's going to become mandatory, right, and he's over going to have 2 belts, he is trying to get himself to become 3-time undisputed. But I know there's some people who will be saying, yo, he ducked Bruce Ennis, because he's pretty much becoming undisputed, right? Where he could have become 3-time undisputed by facing Bruce Ennis, but some people would have been like, whatever, count, because he already became undisputed and lost his belt. Remember, they called Boots the email champion because he got pretty much emailed he pretty much got emailed the champion, but they give him the champion. I think the IBF. I'm not pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's the IBF. They give him the IBF because Crawford. We didn't know what Crawford was going to do, so he got stripped from it and give it to Bruce Ennis. And Crawford could have fought Bruce and technically become 3-time undisputed, but I guess now he is moving up facing Tszyu or the tall ass motherfucker Fundora. It's going to be very interesting to see who wins, because Tszyu, right? He was the baddest motherfucker 154, but who has he fought? Like, I don't think he fought nobody near Crawford level. And that's not even me hating or me dick riding. Crawford's elite, bro. So I don't think he fought nobody Crawford level. And Tszyu, in my opinion, he's an Errol Spence level. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this fight goes. Like I said, he is becoming the mandatory. So no matter what, whoever wins. Like, I'm talking about Tszyu like he already won. But yo, there's a chance that Sebastian fucking Fundora, his tall ass motherfucker, knocks out fucking Tszyu or win or beats him and then face Crawford. That'd be insane to see. Crawford is like 5'8", 5'9". So him versus fucking that tall ass motherfucker. Like, I'm really questioning. Like, there's somebody around those weight class who probably can't even reach Fundora head. That's how tall this motherfucker is. Like, exactly. He probably can't even reach that head, bro. He has to jump to reach it. But I still think he will beat any of those guys because of the power, because of the technique. I do think Fundora, I'm not saying it's going to be harder, but it's going to be more trickier. Because you know Crawford is the king of placement, a king of accuracy, a king of throwing the shot at the right time, right? So I think him versus Fundora, 6'6", he's going to get like, fuck, man, I haven't fight anybody like this. Someone who's tall, lengthy like this, very tall and very lengthy. So he probably going to take some time to know the reach, right? If that fight does happen, I feel like Fundora will win the early rounds. But then Crawford, once he understands, okay, bet, I found you, he will just demolish Fundora. Now that Tszyu, like I said, I still think I think Crawford beats everybody at 154. I think he's most likely will become 3-time undisputed, first ever 3-time undisputed, and the first time ever becoming in boxing history becoming a 3-time undisputed. Until Inoue fucking does it too. But when I talk about him, we talk about Crawford. So yeah, man, that's his next fight. Him and Spence, obviously, like I said, the rematch was not going to happen. I'm very glad that it's official. That rematch is not happening. So we go, who's Spence going to fight, right? We talk about Crawford, but let's talk about his arch enemy, Spence, right? Since we know Spence is also most likely moving up to 154, right? He could fight Crawford again. So, like, most likely that fight will happen 154, but when they cross their paths, right? So, I feel like Spence's next fight will be against a title holder. Because he wants that. He wants not a revenge, but a redemption. He wants one last shot. Because he still thinks that was a fluke night for him. Right? So does every boxer feels like when they lose. But still, he feels like it was a fluke night. So I did say, hey, take a tune-up and then fight a ranked or champion boxer. But if he really wants that fucking Crawford fight again, I think he's going to fight, like, his fight back. I feel like most likely would be a tune-up, like a ranked fighter, and then would be for the belt. But again, bro, I thought he was going to fight Tszyu. In my opinion, I thought Spencer would come back, fight tune-up, and then fight Tszyu. But now Crawford's taking that fight away from Errol Spence. So again, Errol Spence, don't know when he's going to come back. He's still healing from the eye surgery and the ass whooping that Crawford gave him. At least we finally get to see Crawford back. Because if you call him inactive, it's not his fault, okay? You can't say, oh, he has a fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Fucking Spence was holding him down for that fucking rematch. So he couldn't fight nobody until Spence decided when they want to do it, till they negotiate a fucking rematch if it's happening or not. And remember what happened. The expired date that they had to make up a deal passed, meaning the rematch is not going to happen. And this is how we're getting this. Again, some people don't like that he's immediately get a mandatory fight without fighting anybody, right? Like, he used his status to get the overweight mandatory. I mean, but like, yo, what do you expect? He is undisputed. People get, special privilege. And at least he's fighting one of those two guys would be a good fight. I know we all wanted him first to Boots, but it's most likely wasn't going to happen because Boots will give him the most trouble, right? And I feel like he knows that. I feel like Boots will give him the most trouble, give him the most problems. And he's like, nah, bro, I'll just move up because I was already going to move up. Why am I going to stay down even more and fight this kid that may, become a superstar, right? But I feel like him and Boots will fight depending how long Crawford stays in the sport, bro. How long he does until he retires. Because I feel like Boots will become undisputed in that division. And when he's done already, maybe he moves up to fight undisputed versus undisputed, right? Because I do think Crawford's will become undisputed 154. It's just a matter of time. But anyways, guys, that's the whole video. Let me know what you think. Do you think he deserves this? I feel like, yo, if you're undisputed, you deserve to at least call you who you want to fight. And him become mandatory. I know he didn't fight for or won it. But, like, he won undisputed. What else you want him to win? And who you want to see more? That's a good question. You want to see Crawford versus Sebastian or Crawford versus fucking Tszyu? I feel like Crawford versus Sebastian Fundora, my bad, it will be a more not competitive fight, but more interesting fight. Because again, he's like 6'6". A tall ass motherfucker versus a kind of short motherfucker would be interesting. And who do you think will win? Who you think Crawford can beat Tszyu? You think Crawford can beat Sebastian? I think he can beat them both. So let me know all about that shit. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.